Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the stream. We out here, man. God, it has been a day, a week, a year. I'm still kind of setting up as I start. How is everybody doing out there? Tell me your stories. Tell me how you're doing. All right. Oh no. Okay. Oh my God. Well, it's probably fine like this. All right. All right. I'm in. I'm in. We out here. We in. All right. All right. Let me just check my sound here, making sure everything is right. Yeah, I'm doing it. Everything is perfect. Maybe, sort of, hopefully. Um, Fantastic. Now, I figured out a way to like pop out my chat so I can see y'all and I can still see numbers, but I can still check everything. What a time to be alive. Um, we're here. We're actually here. It's hard to imagine. Oh, thanks. I barely did makeup today because I was just like running around from thing to thing. We are going to be painting our Saint Bernard doggo. Check that out, right? This is what the folks have voted for. We are going to be painting up this cleric. So be thinking about colors that you guys want to include in this ever fabulous pupper. So if you guys have ideas, let me know. The first thing, of course, as you all know, is we have to prime. So I am grabbing my primer. That sealer. Where are you? Come on, man. Polished silver. I have a feeling we're going to need that, so I'm going to pull it out. Hey, Anne, what's priming? Well, I'll tell you. Yeah, he's a Saint Bernard, and you can see there's a picture for reference up in the upper right corner of the mini part of the screen. Primer is what we use to make sure. Thanks for asking, Amber. It's what we use to make sure that the paint sticks. That is the basic need. For anybody who's new, I'll show you off. I'll show you off. I'll show you off. You won't even know how off you are because I'm gonna show you off. The doggos that we've already painted. This is our beautiful moose, the Mastiff Bard that we have. We have Cornelius, the Golden Retriever Wizard, and last week's and my personal favorite, we have our beautiful Husky, the Paladin. She's so great. Ugh, look at her. She's just so majestic. So we're going to be adding another character to the party. Apparently we like magic users because we out here with the Cleric, okay? And that's how we're going to be starting off today. Oh my gosh. Things in my eyes. Everything is chaos, chaos, chaos. How can things be in such freaking chaos right now when everything in the world is just on hold? I don't know. I truly do not. Okay. So we're going to get this so much cat hair just around in my house. Yeah, a real saint, a true saint, if you will. So you guys are also going to notice while I'm shaking this up, shake, 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 you're bootying this up. You'll notice down below, I've changed some things on the site. Now, all of your donations are going to have goals, right? And the goals get you guys a little bit of something. I will be real with you. It took me a while to figure out if this was something we could afford to do at Hearthsinger Games, but for every time you guys complete a goal, a fundraising goal, we will have a giveaway from Level Up Dice, which is so freaking rad. I just placed an order with them today for all the things that we're going to have for giveaways, and it is so lit. I don't even think you guys are going to believe all the cool stuff that we are going to have for you. It's really nuts. So you'll notice we're at $166.66, number of the beast, out of the 430 raised. And if you guys push that bar up to the max, up to 430 within the next 25 days, so by May 1st, we will have we will have a fantastic giveaway of some level up dice for you guys that I will send to one lucky giveaway winner. Ugh, this is so frustrating. Why? All right. Can they be a cleric of Shaylin? Tell me about Shaylin. Is this a cleric from Pathfinder? Because rainbow is something I'm very into, and this honestly looks like something that could have rainbow because it has enough surface area to get it going, and there's lots of like padding on their saddle type thing, like padded armor. A Pathfinder goddess. Tell me more. Convert me to the church of Shaylin, if you will. Goddess of art, beauty, love, and music. That's perfect for the baby bards. I am fucking in. Rainbow everywhere. I love rainbows. Rainbows everywhere. So what you're saying is you don't want to choose a color. You want all the colors. All of the colors, please, says Amber, unsurprisingly. Excuse me, ma'am. All the colors, please. Oh, you know what? I never actually posted that I was going live. I should do that, right? Let me do that real quick. It's been chaos. Chaos. But you guys knew. You guys knew what was up. We'll go here. We'll let Geeks for Good know. Y'all. Boom. And here. And here. And so close. We're so close to actually launching a stream correctly, guys. Oh, I was literally in a meeting being like, hey, so I have this stream that I'm doing 10 minutes ago. It's really rough. It's a rough time to be me. Miniature painting. Dogs of Twitter. We'll say D&D. Fucker. And Saint Bernard. Big baby. Oh, so cute. And we tweet. And we Facebook. What a time to be alive. Yeah, Analog Amber wants all the colors, and I remain unsurprised. Boom. All right. Big doggos. Big doggos forever. I agree. I concur with that assessment, my dear. I had collies growing up. What kind of dogs did you guys have? I had collies growing up, just like collies on collies on collies. Um, Timmy was never in a well, but I had all the collies, and I loved each and every one of them. My first collie was Gandalf, and he was such a good boy. He was so easy, like he was so motivated by training, um, that like I just was like, what? Like training's hard? Like dogs are hard to train? Who would possibly think that? And it turns out that like it can be a challenge, and certain breeds are good, better at certain things than others. But yeah, for real, the collie life was so good, and I loved all of our dogs. Gandalf was the first, and then Calliope was next, and she was the sweetest girl. We had just Calliope for a while until we got Pippin. And so then we had Pippin and Calliope for a long time, and unfortunately, both of them passed away last year. Once Callie was gone, I think Pippin, not to be like super depressing, but they were just best friends, and I think he was lonely, and I think the rate of his aging process just sped up super fast at that point without her around. It was honestly one of the saddest things to see. Analog Amber says, we had a few sweet mutt dogs, then many Rottweilers, and one Cocker Spaniel. And then, let's see, Tedicus Rex says, we had a shepherd mutt of some sort. He had droopy, floppy ears. Floppy ears. He had floppy ears. I can read. It's fine. This is great. I went to school for reading good. This is the easiest part of the miniature because you just flop that paint around. You make sure it gets everywhere, but you just flop it around. Um, yeah, I wish I could have a dog, but I live in New York City, and because I'm often traveling for shows and whatnot, it can be a little bit rough to do that. To have a dog if you can't afford a walker. And I would say that I'm very glad I didn't. I almost got a dog last year. I was so freaking close to having a doggo. And I decided against it because I felt like my uh, budget was just so close to being not enough that like if something happened and there was like a medical emergency for the dog, that it might be rough. And I just personally am a big supporter of the idea that like this, you're giving a dog or any animal a forever home, and if you are concerned that it might not be able to be forever for whatever reason, that you should not engage in getting an animal. So I sadly did not get a dog, but right now I'm really happy that I didn't, because losing my job in December would have been a lot harder if I had been also trying to support, on top of my kitty, a doggy, because they just need a little bit more. And that's kind of how I would put it. But don't worry, Tonks is okay. She's doing great. All right, cool. So we have our base primer done. Now is the time to choose colors or get out all the colors, because we are going to do a Cleric of Shaylin. Now, up here, Amber posted a link about Shaylin, so I'm going to go ahead and open that up and read a little bit from it. So we have some inspiration to strike, yes. Shaylin is the goddess of art, beauty, love, and music, and the half-sister of Zon Cathan. She started life as a relatively minor deity beauty of art and music, but with the destruction of her unnamed mother, the former goddess of love, Shaylin gained her mother's portfolio. Shaylin continues to focus on beauty and the areas of art and music and has expanded upon her mother's relatively narrow view of love to include all forms of emotion. Oh, this is like the most barred god ever. Yeah, Tedicus says they are not not allowed where I live at the moment. And I'm assuming you don't mean that art, beauty, and love and music are not allowed. I'm assuming that you mean that you're not allowed to have dogs where you are. Teehee. History. The goddess Shaylin was born daughter of Thrawn after the first gods, including her half-brother Dubral, and imprisoned Rovagug, and he had to leave humanity to its own devices. For a time, she and Dubral shared portfolios of beauty, love, and the arts, and were worshipped by the early Taldans until some point they argued, and Dubral abandoned Galarian for the far dark places between the plains. Okay, great. Dogma. Let's read about Dogma. Before she became the goddess of love, Shaylin was flighty and shallow. Some discovered the capacity for intelligent beings have for loving people and things that lack beauty. She tends to, I almost said cook, she tends to look for beauty in everyone and everything. Beauty comes from within. Okay. Art and music. A naturally talented person who does not try yet still makes beautiful art is appreciated, but not as much as an ungifted artist who struggles for days to create something mediocre. Oh, that's really cool. So it's more about the act of creation, the act of composition, than it is the finished product. I love that. Interesting. Okay. Love it. Interesting. Yeah, this is very cool. And her symbol is a... You guys can't see it, but you can if you click that link above. Just in case you came in later, I'll post a link here that Amber posted earlier when she wanted me to paint a cleric of this god. It's like a little bird with a rainbow tail. So we're going to go with the colors of white and then rainbow. So kind of unicorny. I think right now what I'm going to do... How can we do this? Where should the rainbow stuff go? Okay, so I think it would be really interesting to do a gradient like all across their pack and stuff. Like, I know this is weird, but go with me. Just like a rainbow gradient all across the pack. Oh, thanks, Ancient Edie. Thank you so much. They say, first time I've been able to drop by. I love that you research based on character for your minis. Excellent stuff. Well, thank you so much. Go ahead and give us a follow if you can. That would be great. Stick around. We paint every Tuesday without fail. We were a little late today, but we got here and we stuck the landing, and that's all that matters. Let's see here. I'm going to... Yeah, I think I'm going to do like a gradient of the spectrum, like Roy G. Briv across the whole thing. And then we'll see how we want to make like the packs and everything stand out. That's going to make this kind of a weird, fast paint. But I think, I don't think it'll be fast. I just think it'll be interesting. I don't know. I'm ready to experiment. Let's do it. Hey, Master Stormwind, welcome. So for anybody who's new, I was saying this before I realized that I had I hadn't posted that I was streaming. Hey, sea creature. Guys, it's so good to see everybody. So if you notice below, I have adjusted our tip bar. So basically, what you see here is a tip bar where if you guys get within the next month, so by May 1st, if we raise the $430 that I need in order to get a new mic, you guys will unsubscribe. No, you will unlock a new Level Up Dice giveaway. So I just put it in order for a bunch of sets of Level Up Dice and cool things that they make. And I will have them all here. And every time you guys unlock a giveaway by donating to me, you will move the entire group one step closer to getting a giveaway on one of our streams, whether that's this one or any of the other streams that we do throughout the week. So let's see here. I'm pretty excited about it. I got some really cool stuff that I think you guys are going to be super, super excited about. Where is this? Here we go. Enable. Cool. So here you go. Go ahead and have a look at that. If you are interested in contributing at any amount gets us closer to unlocking a giveaway for the whole channel. All right. Cool. So let's get the colors going here. Hi, Yanyo. Welcome. The focus on the mini. So it is when I actually start painting it and turning it this way, the focus is on the mini. But yeah, the focus is frustrating. I can't, right now it's on the mat because it's standing up top like that, and it doesn't have enough to focus on. Let's see. All right, I organized my stuff by color. So we need red. This is not a good red. We'll do like a pinky red. Orange. Yellow. There. Roy. Green. Blue. Indigo. Violet. All right. Maybe it needs to be a darker purple. Let's see. I think that's good. It's not technically a Roy G. Biv, but it's like very close. There. Huh. All right, close enough. Damn you, Master Stormwind, he says. What by color? Not alphabetical? LOL. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead with that. Oh, and then I need to get out some white and brown for the boyo. Ah, I'm being attacked. All right. This looks like a good color. And then browns. That is gold. That and like, no, that's red. I need like blood. Yeah, there we go. And ruddy leather for the brown on the puppy. So many colors. Yeah, we're going to be doing a doggo of Shaylin here, and I'm very excited about it. It's going to be a rainbow boy. I will put this over here in case it is required. Again, I'm sure that it will be. So I guess this day is going to be kind of focused on wet blending and gradients. This is going to be an interesting, I think, an interesting selection. What's wet blending? Well, I'll tell you, Amber. The wet blending is basically where you don't wait for the uh, you don't wait for the paint to dry completely, and then you can get a better gradient between the colors. Normally that'd be a little bit harder and would take forever, but because of the fact that we're going to do it all over the doggo, even everything else, and then we'll color on top of that to separate out some of the other things. I just want to make sure that we get what is this on his head? Is this like a hat? It's a hood. Okay. So do we want the purple to be, I think we're going to go in this direction. We're going to start on the hood and all the fabric and then go backwards. And I think you'll be able to see, yeah, I think that's the way we're going to do it. All right. So because of that, I'm actually going to pour out a bunch of paint at once, she said, hoping it worked. So I'm going to show you what I'm doing here. Don't need a lot because we're just kind of moving across the miniature. Oh, that is not shaken. Not even shaken. Wet blending is margaritas. Man, I fucking wish. I am almost out of whiskey in this house, and I don't know what I'm going to do after that time. I discovered that I had whiskey in the house this weekend, to give you a sense, and then now it is gone. Whiskey Goblin has activated. There is no more whiskey. That's it. So, Ancient Edie, it looks like you are part of the niche, huh? Is that how you found me? Yeah, Amazon is going to be my friend, Master Stormwind. I believe you are correct in your assessment for sure. Hooray! All right, let's see. I might start with just these because I don't want them to dry out. All right. Okay, how are we going to do this? All right. I put a little bit of water in each one just to thin it out. Niche forever. Master Stormwind says, I need to find some couch money and then I can get that nifty graphic in front of my name again. Yeah. I totally hear that. Yeah, if you guys have, if you're interested in subscribing, everybody gets one free subscription from Amazon Prime a month. So if you haven't used that, consider spending it here. Normally, I would say don't spend it all in one place, but hey, I mean, we got now we're gonna have dice giveaways and we're gonna have other stuff here too. So hey, all right. So the good news is that I don't have to be quite so careful here. And then while it's still wet, right, I'm going to go to the next thing. I might have put on too much. That's okay. So if you put on too much paint, what I do is I wipe the brush off on a nearby towel. And then I use it again and I just pull paint off like a sponge. Like I just did that there. And then you can see I'm just kind of like running those two paint colors together. And that's wet blending. And it creates a gradient. You can also do it little by little with just very carefully moving. What am I trying to say? You can wet blend, or you can also blend a gradient by going layer by layer with wash. I'm just kind of using this opportunity to experiment with a new technique because I'm learning too. I'm definitely not an expert painter, so yeah. All hail the magic wash, huh? All right, this is suddenly out of focus, so I'm gonna try and fix it. Let's see. Oh yeah. Uh 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 uh. There we go. All right, so I think you guys should be able to see a little bit better now, hopefully. Oh God. Sweet. Okay, then what I'm gonna do is draw just the littlest bit of this down onto here. This is such a cool goddess. I'm super into this. I need to learn more about Pathfinder gods and goddesses. So I've never actually played Pathfinder. I've played Starfinder, and I have all the Pathfinder stuff because I used to do reviews on my channel for some Pathfinder stuff on when I ran Active Player Network for work. So I did get to play around with some of it, but I've never gotten to make my own character and play in a game. Um, and I would really like to because I really really loved when they released all the new stuff for second edition Pathfinder. All right. So this is going to get, we'll see. And again, I'm not really too worried about it running into stuff because we'll paint over it. I am going to paint over the boxes though, I think. We're going to experiment with something here and we may hate it. Like we really may hate it, but you know. Tedicus Rex says, I really like second edition, but I miss all the goofy class choices you got in 1E. Yeah, I hear that. I think people have often gone to Pathfinder because of all of the options. It just gives you tons and tons of options, which isn't to say that other games don't have options. It's just something that they did particularly well. Ancient Edie says, I haven't played second edition. There was discussion again amongst my group before the apocalypse, but now. Yeah, these are all problems, I do not think you are alone in, my friend. I'm so sorry. It's So you see how I'm like, I'm not letting things dry. I'm just kind of brushing into the wet paint, and it naturally creates this wet blend, right? With this gradient. This is really cool. This is not something I've ever attempted before, to just do a gradient across an entire thing. But I think it's going to be easier to do it this way and then paint over it than another way. All right, let's get some yellow out. Paralyzed by so many choices, says Sea Creature. But that customization, though, yeah, as a thing, I'm into it. Well, so Ancient Eddie, basically, I know you're new to stopping by. Amber has been here for a long time, and so she knows when I say I want you guys to be involved in helping to choose things, I'm serious. Like I have a ton of miniatures to paint, so I'm trying to move away from feeling too precious about like this one needs to be absolutely perfect. And so especially with these doggies, I've really been letting the community that comes to watch decide like what we're going to be doing, like what the colors are going to be, if they serve a god, what that is, that kind of stuff. That's a lot of where I get my inspiration for miniature painting. And I feel like this idea for Shaylin was so cool, and I really wanted to, now that I'm painting so much, because we paint once a week, like, it's nice to get out of your comfort zone. You know what I mean? It's kind of like playing a different type of character. Like, when I started, I would only play magic users. And I was like, if it's not magic, what am I even doing in this game? And now I play, well, not to say the paladins don't use magic, but like they're a more martial class. So I play a paladin, I play monk, and I'm just like really enjoying that new feeling, that new car feel, or that new character feel. It's really cool. Yeah, thank you so much. That one came out really good. Let's do the orange and then the red at the very end. This is oh god, not gotta shake it up. Gotta shake it up. Sea Creature says, I'm a paladin and I'm constantly accused of never using spell slots. I'm a fighter with shiny colors. Yeah, see, I mostly on my paladins, I tend to be more focused on using my spell slots for smites in battle, but I got to use Enthrall in my last Strahd game, and like I felt really fucking cool about it. I'm having a great time in Strahd, but I'm not someone with I would describe myself as very open to other people. I would describe myself as being very open to other people fucking up my day. In a role-playing context. And so Strahd ends up being like very nice for me, definitely. Definitely a good Anne Richmond experience for sure. Oh, I'll fuck up your day. Wait, I don't like this at all. Yeah, Strahd wants to marry me in my game, so am I doing it right? I feel like I'm doing it right, but also I don't want that. It's a scary position to be in, for sure. I keep on being like, yo, dude, you seem to be a little confused about this whole situation. Oh, god damn it. You seem to have me confused for someone else. But he doesn't give a fuck. Yellow is a hard color to deal with, y'all. All right, and then the last one. Sea Creature says, I DM'd Strahd for a while. Oh, yeah. Yeah. In my game, for anybody who has any reference to Strahd, I play Irina. And my group had been, the reason for this is my group had been playing for a while before I joined the group. And I've definitely made Irina my own, so it's not like the DM forced me to. They're just like, do you want to do this? You know, it might involve X, Y, and Z just to make sure you're okay with it. And I was like, yes, I want that. I want that. Yeah, it's been good. In my game, Irina is, or obviously she's a Vistani who ended up in Faerun for a while because as a girl she traveled through the mists and didn't know, pardon my French, but like what the fuck she was doing. And so now she's stuck in Barovia, and let's just say life is a little different there. And she's realized, you know, she's, instead of like, for everybody else, I think it's a cool take. It's a hot take, but it's a cool take because for everybody else, Strahd is about finding a way to be home again. And for her, it's about coming to terms with the fact that this dark and terrifying place is her home originally, or was her home originally. So it's been a time. All right, what do you guys think? I feel like this is going to look super dope as hell once we start putting washes on it. Thoughts? I think it's pretty cool. Hmm. All right, now we're going to go in on the actual doggy part. I think what I'm going to do is make all the leather on this dogger. This dogger. God. So many things. So many things, y'all. All right, let's see. I need to go in here and find this. Yeah, one of the things that's been really hard is because I find that all my games are playing more now, which is it's like it's so hard. I play too much D&D. I don't mean it like that. I should be so lucky as to have so many. Hey, Analog Amber gifted a tier 1 sub to Ancient Eddie 50 minutes ago, and I didn't see it. And they also gifted a tier 1 sub to Master Stormwind. Thank you so much. Yeah, so this is definitely going to be a problem if I can't. Maybe I can get that out. Maybe I can pop this out as well. Pop out. Ugh, yes. Perfect. All right, now I can see all of the things when they happen. Haha. Yay, Amber. Thank you so much. That's so sweet. Just sweet. A sweet girl to gift all the subs to the people. All right, so now we're going to look very hard at this dog and try to figure out. It kind of has like a God, I almost just dumped this in the paint, which would not have been good. Great. Good work, Anne. You're nailing it. I think... Ooh, a drink me. I will drink me that. Thank you so much. Yeah, those subs mean a lot to me, guys. Like this is part of my income now. This is how I exist. So it's awesome because, you know, you guys allow me to do the work that I want to do. And that's the struggle, but also the blessing of being a freelancer is I can do what makes me happy. And if a job doesn't make me happy, I was saying this to somebody else, it's really easy to be like, you know, for me personally, I'm not just like a PC type of person, but like to finish out a project and then be like pretty okay with saying, you know, I don't need to work with them again. And being able to have this channel and have you guys support me through it just means everything to me. Whether you're just able to come here and simply hang out and watch and enjoy the stuff that I make, or my ridiculous inability to do jumping puzzles in Destiny, whatever you're here for, I appreciate it. Oh, hey, know-it-all. How's it going? Time to hit those old dusty trails, they say. Know-it-all, did you know that we now have dice giveaways whenever we reach monetary goals on the site? I'm very excited about it. I ordered a shit ton of level up dice today, which is like always very fun. So when we get to 430, if we do it in the next 25 days, it will unlock a dice giveaway. Oh, yes. And I will send you the dice because I can still do that. The dice have been ordered. They have been selected. And I cannot fucking wait to share them with you. It is going to be litty like a titty, as I've been known to say. Dice are so good. I'm a dice goblin 5 sure. All right. So let's see here. We're moving into some more boring colors than what we had going on. But I think what we're going to do is start in with the white on the nose here. And then go from there. Now, I like to use like an off-white. In this case, I'm using linen white, and that's kind of what I've been using for that kind of creamy white that I feel like animals have, because it's not like a total bright white, right? All right, why is this? All right. Oh, there's such a big tongue hanging out there. Such a big tongue, boy. Ancient Edie says, there's no boring colors. Dull times make the brights brighter. They're important too. It's very true, my dear. It's very true. And I'm like super into this rainbow theme. Thanks, Amber, for that. I think that's a really cool idea. And it also like gave me a chance to practice wet blending, because the problem is when you're doing wet blend, I was this close to putting my paintbrush in my coffee. That is the kind of day we're having here. Oh my God. I suck. Jesus Christ. I almost dipped it straight in my mermaid cup. I'm going to put that a little farther away. Did I dip it in? That tasted vaguely painty. Now I'm just nervous. You know what? I'll live with it. A little bit of paint never hurt nobody. It never hurt nobody, okay? No way, no how. No way, no how. All right. Let's see. Let's finish putting all the white in. Man, there's so much white on this doggo's chest. Oh my God. Do they have brown legs? No, they have white legs. Okay. Oh, this just fucking in. I finally got to summon my steed last night in D&D, and I somehow convinced my DM to let me have a unicorn. And that's just like very important news. But by all means, Analog Amber says, can I share a dumb proud of myself moment? You may. And if you're proud of yourself, then you shouldn't be dumb. It's not dumb at all. It's pretty cool. And if you're new to the channel, go ahead and give us a follow. We paint miniatures and talk about D&D and all sorts of RPGs on Tuesdays. I mean, we talk about them all the time. That's why this is called Heartsinger Games. But, just saying, stick around. Take a load off. Sit by the fire. Check it out. Analog Amber says, I figured out how to add notifications to my stream and added my first one. Yay! Now, we should talk about this because my notifications as of like 3 weeks ago just stopped showing up. And it's driving me up the wall. And it frustrates me because I want to celebrate with you guys when you contribute stuff. And it's driving me crazy. What are you using for it, Amber? Are you using Streamlabs? What are you doing? Tell me your secrets. Or my favorite meme, fuck your secrets. My favorite meme ever. That's frustrating. Let's see. I need to get in here. Know It All says BRB. I use Streamlabs. My gift. Oh, it did one earlier, so I just didn't see it, but it did happen. If a sub rings in a forest, if a sub falls in a forest, did it, and no one heard it, did it happen? You know what? Maybe I shouldn't be talking about subs and forests, and I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. I want to go back. I want to go back! Nobody clip that, my friends. We're gonna paint this doggy's tongue. I love a doggy tongue. It makes me feel so great. When I feel a doggy tongue, I wish I could pet a doggy tongue. Scared the shit out of me. Yay! Tedicus has followed Amber. Amber has done some really cool tabletop game streams that I've seen, but I'm sure you're doing other stuff too. But I highly recommend supporting the rest of niche creators and any creators out there, because this is a rough time for the creatives and the. I mean, honestly, it's a rough time for everybody. Am I right? But. It's true! Wait, who? Amber is. Amber definitely is. Amber and I got to collab. Oh, you be? Oh, no. Ancient Eddie. Oh, no. I'm scared. We do sing. We do singing streams on Saturday. And I got to sing with Amber last Saturday, which was super fun. I do Twitch sings, and what we do is we basically I run votes, so you guys get to choose the songs. You can contribute bits to request songs, so there are lots of ways to contribute and have a good time. And it's just a party. It's just a big old party, is what it is. The reason I took this off of the holder is because it's really, really difficult to get underneath the dog on that thing for some reason. And most miniatures are not like four-legged things, so it's not always hard to do it. But yeah, I needed to do my own thing. Now, what I do need to do here, though, is figure out... Oh, God, oh, God, oh, God. I've dropped my miniature. Oh, God. All right. Guys, BRB. Yeah, singing streams on Saturday fun. Saturday fun. Okay, one second. I gotta get this. Great. Now everything is all messed up. Messed up. Okay. Yeah, dude, come hang out. It's from 2:30 to 5:30 basically. Sometimes 6 depending on if I'm dying by then. Sometimes it's a lot of belting for me. So I have to take care of my voice. You don't want to be singing that much straight. All right, here we go. Let's get this back. Yeah, come hang out with me and Amber. We live our best lives together for sure. St. Bernard Tales. This is where I live in confusion. St. Bernard. Show me a tale, internet. Well, don't search too hard. Okay, yeah, they do have little fluffy whites on the end. Okay, so I guessed correctly, but I was actually right, which is helpful. 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 Oh, yeah, it's so helpful. Yeah, brownish and whitish, and I'm going to do a little bit of wet blending here, but I might, I don't know, we'll see how it goes. First, let's get this back in the stand. Take the stand. But yeah, I think earlier Edie was mentioning the idea of like researching the mini before doing it. And that just helps me, like, instead of being like, it's leather, so it's brown. Like, I don't know. I like to think about that stuff. I like to think about, color scheme. And a lot of times what I'll do, and it's less important with this one because it's rainbow everything everywhere, is I'll think about, like, if the first color is X, then I will just look at a color wheel and see what the corresponding colors are to help make decisions that work, because we're not dealing with a giant painting, right? We're dealing with something small. So your eye looks at the colors in a particular way because of that, and needs to make sense of something small very quickly. So I find that using contrasting colors based on what the color wheel says can be really, really helpful for that reason. All right, let's go ahead and get this going. I'm so glad you guys came to hang out today. I was like, last week, not every stream feels like, man, that was the best. Like, it's always awesome because the baby bards are awesome and you guys are great. But sometimes I do one and I'm like, man, I really suck today. Or like, I had low energy. And this one feels like it's fun, I feel like ready, emotionally ready to stream. Which is great. And there's always the risk of, like, when I make something that I enjoy, a job, what does that mean for me, Ancient Edie says, can I ask a dumbass question you've probably answered 1,000 times? Yes, you may. No question is too dumb. I encourage asking questions. Tell me more. What paints do I use? Yeah, so I use a combination. I really like Reaper for paints, and I like Citadel for washes. Army Painter also has like really good primers too. They're all good for different reasons. I started painting with Reaper, and I found it easier to get the consistency, and I didn't have to water them down as much, which gave me more instant gratification. But there are great things that you can do with, of course, Citadel paints, and I love all brands for different reasons. I just find that Citadel paints are like thick boys, and it's just a lot for me to handle. But each of these things, Reaper has like a starter kit. I should come up with like a link I can post that just has like Anne's recommended I'm starting to paint paints. Would you guys use that or want that? Am I crazy? Am I full of myself to think that you'd want my advice? I guess you just asked my advice. So, like, maybe I shouldn't think too hard about it and just give you what you want. Spoilers, I think hard about everything. Yeah? Okay. Well, that's definitely good to know. Here, I'm doing some wet blending on the tail. Now, it's hard because I do want it to come to that white at the end. So, the first layer of wet blending, I kind of just went all in, but now I'm wiping off my brush to really make sure that the next thing is very, very white. And you can see it's not as fun to look at, right? Because it's not it's not like the rest of the mini that's wet blending, vibrant colors, but it's the same exact technique where I'm just going back and forth with the darker color and the lighter color and slowly creating that gradient down the tail. Same exact thing. I just kept it more focused in one place and didn't do a giant gradient all over everything. And now it really looks like like 4 different colors, which I love. There we go, wet blending. Aw, sea creature, that's so sweet. We'll keep hanging out. Hopefully you'll pick up a little bit more with me, kid. All right, so here's one of those times where I'm thinking about like what needs to stand out. Now this doggo has all these like wraps on their legs, right? And they definitely appear to be leather for sure. So I guess my concern is I was gonna make all of the leather on this white, right? But now that I'm looking and I'm seeing there's white fur right next to it, I'm thinking I should try to contrast it because that's more interesting. So I think what I'll do is do a brown leather that is different than the brown we see on the dog, and probably do well, he has like a little. The brown is gonna match the brown on the little whiskey thing that these Saint Bernards have. Okay, I've come up with an idea. I've come up with an idea. All right. I'm going to go in first, though, with the... I'm going to need to use a smaller brush. So where is my... Here we go. Oh my god, this is so... Getting in there with the dog coloration on the face, I feel like on every one of these has taken so much more time than the rest of the doggo. Yeah, Amber says that's why I memorize all the prompts, which is so helpful. You help me teach the people. It's weird because I never intended to teach, more just to share. Because I think I'm pretty okay at painting, but I'm not the best, for sure. I had a boss at my last job who was just like such a good painter, and he taught me a couple of tricks or like technical skills to use, and I was like, God damn, that is way less work than I was putting into this. And the results are so good. Because sometimes I think a mistake people make is thinking like, oh, the harder it is, the better it is. And the fact is, like, if you're not finishing, um, if you're not finishing paintings, if you're not finishing miniatures, like, I think people get paralyzed by starting them. That's one of the things that I think is like a big challenge for painters, is that they don't start because they're just paralyzed. Sea Creature says, this has been lovely, but I must be going to have fun and can't wait to see the finished product. I love you too, dear, and I miss you, and I hope you're weathering this storm with as much aplomb as I know you have. Stick with it, girl. Stay positive, and I will see you later, my friend. I love you. Just realized that they have like white on their head in the middle. So okay. I accidentally wet blended there when I did not mean to. There, that looks pretty correct. All right. All right, now. Amber says, do you even FaceTime someone in the next room so you don't have to go into the other room? If I had someone else in my house, then I would absolutely do that because I'm lazy as shit. For sure, I would do that. Ba-do-do-do-do. Ba-da-da-da. I hope you guys don't mind that I just like riff sometimes to this chill lo-fi music. It just pleases me. I mean, I guess it's my channel and I could do what I want, but it's I guess this is the content you didn't know you came here for, quote unquote. All right, now let's see here. I guess I could have done something here that would have taken forever, but I didn't. Ba-da-da. I'm very sad that I didn't get Cats and Catacombs. I have a contact over at Steamforged, and I might reach out to them and be like, hello? My stream really likes your aminals. Can you please send me more animals? And it's really hard to get in here. Alright, I'm gonna have to do that when I take it off. I think these are actually just like full-on boots in the back. Weird. Okay. I've been struggling with the shoe elements of these creatures because I expect them to be paws, and then the more I paint, the more I realize, like, oh no, that's just like boots for a dog, which I know exist, right? Like, I understand. It's just that I'm not used to seeing a dog in boots. So, where's the lie? Amber says, more animal, please. Ancient Edie says, make them do like safari animals. Rhinoceros, paladin, tiger, rogue, giraffe, wizard. That's cool. What doggo god? Well, we're actually going with Shaylin from Pathfinder, which is what the chat chose, which is why they have a rainbow theme on the rest of their gear, which I still have to like get into the more details on, but I'm still doing base coat. Shaylin is the goddess of love, poetry, and song in Pathfinder. So that's what has been chosen. Oh, for F. Shaylinzu. Amazing. That's great. I'm into it. I am so into it. I might have painted too much of a layer on here, but we can't turn back now. Yeah, that's how we came up with the rainbow aesthetic because Shaylin is represented by a white bird with a rainbow tail. That's like her symbol. I'm so hype about. So okay, so for those of you who enjoy Pathfinder, Starfinder, all of that, we do a Starfinder show here on Thursdays called Starfound, which I am in. We've been recording for about a year, and it's pretty lit. So we've been recording it for a while. We moved it to a stream about a month ago, and then this little thing called the coronavirus came in, and we were like, ah, shit. So we've now made it. We've made enough changes to what we were doing to be able to stream remotely and still do the show, which is great. But it was a little touch and go there for a second. But yeah, basically, my god on that show is Desna, who is the goddess of adventure and exploration, and is described as the Song of the Spheres, but is represented by a butterfly, and she has basically like become a very big guiding figure in my Solarian, my Vlaka Solarian storyline. And spoilers, I just became the chosen of Desna, kind of like the cap of a big part of my storyline as we move forward in our show. But it has caused me to change my appearance to change. I used to be like a pure white Vlaka, and now I have these just shocks of black that look like stars in my. So Vlaka are like anthro wolf people. If you don't know, now you know. And I just have like shocks of black stars across like my eyes, and then in my fur, like a fur tattoo, is the symbol of Desna, which is this black butterfly, this black and purple butterfly. And now I've had it like painted onto my armor as well, and it's just like it's everything. It's everything I've ever wanted to be. So I guess make me that miniature. I don't know. No one sells Vlaka miniatures, but my friend Erin, who I'm gonna have on the painting show at some point, I believe. The plan right now with Erin is that they are really skilled at making 3D printed miniatures, and they basically build those in a program. And so we had talked about the potential of having them build my Starfinder miniature in the program and then printing it, and then we'd be able to paint it. But I thought it would be cool to actually stream the creation process, because according to them, it's not that hard to do, if that makes sense, which is shocking to me that you can just do that. But yeah, I'm very excited about it. I hope that we're able to get it done soon. We're still like working out some of the kinks on a different miniature that we wanted to print. The first idea that we're gonna do is basically print out a mini, and then we're both gonna paint the same mini. So you'll see how like two different people approach it, because I like bright colors and they like things a little bit more muted. And so I just thought that would be cool to watch two different people paint like that. And I wanted to introduce more people I knew to Erin, because they are really cool, and their partner is also really cool, and does a lot of work for gamer accessibility. And they both stream a little bit on their respective channels. So I was hoping to get them on here so that you guys could learn more about the work they do, because it's really cool. But yeah, I miss them. They live in Seattle, so we met going to PAXs and enjoying PAX things together. I have sometimes been called the Queen of PAX by my friends, by both Baby Bard and Friend alike. Oh my god, this is very scary. This is very scary. Oh my god. Okay. It's actually not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Oh, I did it. Guys, I fixed it. I basically fixed it. There we go. All right, the tail. She is fixed. All right. We're almost done with the base coat. This was kind of a weird base coat because of the things on the because of the wet blending we did at first. Am I Bob Ross yet? Is that real? Is that dream still alive? F in the chat. F in the chat if that dream is still alive. Some good rivets that we can like do silver. So tonight I have a D&D game in Eberron, and I'm very, very hype about that. I've been playing in that game for about a year and a couple of months, I think. We play every other week. And I play a changeling monk, a shadow monk. And I love her. Her name is Nox. And she just wants people to understand that hashtag not all changelings. Okay. Let me turn around here and get some more paints that I need. What I need now, there's like a white leather paint that I have, and I need that for sure. Polished bone, creamy ivory, primer, leather white. Here we go. This is what I'm looking for. Finally found what I've been looking for. Ow, 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 ow. Okay. So, in my mind, go with me. Ancient Eddie. First we'll read what Ancient Eddie has to say. Edie, sorry. I've come to find a great deal of love for monks in recent months. I think the next character I get to create will be one. Yeah, I hear that. I hear that. So, in my mind, this adventuring doggo has always been super creative. And one day, they got a flash of inspiration, and they just cast, like, color spray across their entire thing, and it just, like, stuck. So they cast color spray on everything. They just laid it all out on the ground. And now they have this super color spray outfit. So because of that, on the things that aren't, like on the things that are leathery, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this leather white, and I'm going to go ahead and dry brush everything with it, so that there's still like a little bit of that undertone of color spray underneath. I think that will look really cool. I don't know. We're going to fucking find out together. We are going to find out together. Yeah, as they say. Okay. Now, dry brushing is basically where you get a color on your brush and then you basically wipe it completely off. One of the things that's really hard about dry brushing with white is that it's really hard to know when it's completely off of your brush. So, pray for me. Okay, I don't hate that. That's kind of what I thought would happen. Sometimes you do something and you're like, I really hope that what I think is about to happen happens, right? Like, you don't know. You don't know. Okay. All right. I'm into that. Now, let's see. Is this like... All right. So on that side, we have a like paper thing. So I'm going to go ahead and paint this scroll. Jesus. Here, let me show you a little bit closer what is happening. Pull that up for a little bit. So you can see I kind of am just pulling out the things that are like leather, right? I'm trying to make them stand out from this kind of jackety portion. And what I think I'll do is I'll use a different color for them. I might use like a brown wash on them to kind of dull down the colors even more. Like, I definitely don't want to ruin this, but, you know, we're experimenting, so sometimes you just gotta try some new stuff and see if it works. All right, and then up here we have a bedroll. God. Oh, you know what? This is all this. Sometimes it's really hard to see exactly what you're painting before you do the first wash, and because we've done something a little different, it's been a little bit longer before I would start to see that. So this is just crumpled. There we go. What do we think, everybody? What are your thoughts so far? Is this an F in the chat, or are we like, wow, that was a really cool idea, Anne, let's keep doing this? Ha ha ha. What is on this, like, I can't tell. Sometimes there are like dog bones on things. I don't know. My sweet voice here helps. My God, I'm so glad. I'm so glad that this is so relaxing. I'm so glad. Well, I'm glad you finally found the time to come and hang out with us, dude. You're welcome anytime. Anytime. We have a whole schedule of streams. It's pinned on my the schedule is pinned on my Twitter, but it's also in the stream info section here, so you can see when all the other times are that you can come hang out. The next time I'll be on after this is Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern for Starfound, which I am super effing hype about. God, this camera is driving me crazy. It's like right where my brush wants to be. Fixed it from last time, but it's still pretty close. Thanks, Tedicus. Tedicus says, looking good. This is such a cool mini, and I never would have thought to like do all rainbow without Amber's suggestion, so that's really cool. It's one of the, again, like I really love doing these streams because you guys force me to get out of my comfort zone or like ask me to paint something I wasn't planning on painting through the votes that I do, like on my Twitter. So it's really cool. I really love it. Thanks for being a part of it. Yeah, but as for it being relaxing, like this is one of the more relaxing things that I like hobbies that I have. So I didn't want it to be too like, man, it's crazy out here. Like I just try to make it a time for me to check in with myself too, right? Like make something and chill with you guys. Ancient Edie says, I think I saw some of the earlier Starfound episodes are on YouTube. Yeah, all of our episodes are up there right now. We did start, like, as a heads up, we started that show. It's the best way to say this. We started that show as a podcast. We didn't think we were going to take it necessarily to stream, but before that, like we had all streamed together on Geeks for Good, which is the community that UC did link to Discord. Discord just linked it right now, and it's also my friend Miles, who is our GM for Starfound. They run that channel, so it's been very interesting. Yeah, it's been very interesting to see it come together because we were like, what are we doing? We love streaming. Like, let's get back to stream. And so we ended up, deciding that after the first season, which we spent about a year recording and like getting right, that we would move it to stream. Now, a lot of you guys are very used to the high level of quality that the folks at Glass Cannon have, which I respected. Now I'm a part of it, so it's very, very cool. But as a heads up, like the stream definitely grows with us and gets better and better over time. But it is something where like we didn't have access to all the stuff they've access to. We didn't have the patronage and all that stuff. We do have a Patreon now if you want to check it out, and we've made everything free on the Patreon for now. Bye, Analog. Thanks for coming. Enjoy your stream. Patreon. La 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 Patreon. There we go. So you can see our Patreon there, which also has all the episodes up on it, and any like after episode talkbacks that we do about our characters and behind the scenes character work that we've done, or like I made a playlist for my Vlaka character. Other people have made some videos and stuff like that. So we try to upload that, and Miles does patron-only votes that help guide the story. So there's a lot of reasons to get involved in the Patreon stuff on our channel, which is fairly new. We just launched it in like mid-December or something like that. So I'm very excited about it because it gives you guys a chance to really interact. And right now it's a really unique time because most Patreons, like, you don't necessarily know what you're gonna get. You know what they're promising to give you, but now you can just view our entire thing for free while we're in quarantine. While we're in quarantine, you can view the thing for free. No, while we're in quarantine, you can view it all for free and listen to it all for free, and know what you're getting and participate in any way you can, because we just wanted to bring a little more content into the world for more people, because people, let's face it, we all need that right now. So it's all free for now, so feel free to check it out, and hopefully you become a patron eventually. But, you know, for now, just hang out, have a good time, enjoy. All right, let's see here. So I need a tongue. I need like a pink for a tongue pink, if you will. I think this rosy highlight is good. Of course, Amber, I'm excited to share it with you when it's done. It was a really cool idea. All right, let us start out with, we're gonna go ahead and start washing here. Get clean. No, wash is not about cleaning the mini. So I'm gonna go ahead and start washing the bags and stuff. Because as you can see, like, it's going to leave the colors, but it's going to muddy everything up a little bit, so it won't be quite so, whoopsies, bright. So the hope here is that this gives it like a sense that it was once leather. Here we got to be careful because I don't want it to get too much on the mat. Yeah, I think that's pretty sweet. Look at this. This is such a cool concept. God, I never would have thought to do this on my own. I never in a million years would have done this without you guys. I would have been like, that's crazy. And even if I had, like, because I have the enforced time limit of the stream, I probably would have tried something that took a lot more time in order to achieve the effect. And so this is really a very cool idea. Thanks, Ancient Edie. Now the question is, I think I'm going to have to wet blend the washes in a color order across the rest of this. So that'll be a fucking time. God, wash on fur and dry brushing on fur is just the best. Does anybody is anybody else here getting Beethoven vibes? Because I kind of forgot that Beethoven was a Saint Bernard until I looked Saint Bernard's up and was reminded, and I was like, Beethoven, I love him. Now, keep in mind that a lot of this stuff that's getting super dark, you're gonna put dry. You won't, but I will be putting dry brush on top of it, so don't worry. All right. So now, what do I have? Plaint. What do you have plaint in the background? Playing in the background? Playing in the background. I'm listening to Chilled Cow. Chilled Cow is a YouTube channel that just puts out just live streams of super relaxing lo-fi. And so I always play that when I'm painting because it's super relaxing. Especially when I'm painting eyeballs. Eyeballs are not fun to paint. Amber's not here to remind me, but I'll tell you guys. You need to make sure that when you're doing dry brushing, sorry, not dry brushing, dry brushing too, actually. But when you're doing wash, you want to pull it against the grain so it gets caught in the deep ridges, the delicious ridges of the miniature, and that's how it will get stuck in there and start showing you, all of the aspects of the miniature that you're trying to bring out with the wash. And a wash, it basically is there to just bring more dimension to the piece. All right, now we are going to, we got to get the green wash. We got to get the orange wash. Oh, God. Dropping everything everywhere. God. This setup is something else. All right. Oh, my God. I did it. I got it. I picked up the thing. What a time to be alive. All right, so we got that. We have the blue wash. We have... is this a shade? Is this a wash? It is, okay. We have the red, and I need purple. Okay, here we go. Now, this over here, we're going to go all in. We're going to do some wet blending with washes. That's something that's kind of new to me. So actually we're going to start at this end of the miniature because this end of the miniature is dry. The other one still is drying a little bit. And that is part of the struggle of miniatures for sure. Okay, so we got this, then we got this, then we'll have these two at the end. Okay. But yeah, it's chilled cow, Edie. What this will also do is make it so that everything else is more muted, because this is going to bring out the vibrancy of the rest of the mini that has not been like dry brushed in white. Okay. And we'll do this. Yellow wash. Cassandora yellow is what this is called. Wah, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Do, do, do. All right. Then blue. So cool. It really is just like bringing out all of these interesting things. Jeez. What a cool idea. Again, like I just can't, I'm just so inspired by the baby bards sometimes. Like I mean, I built this channel to like inspire and inspire me, right? But it's just crazy how it works. Like sometimes you're like, maybe that'll be cool. And now I'm like, wow, that's really fucking cool. Oh my god. Look, check that out. Like, excuse me? Who gave you the right? Who gave you the right? All right, so now we got to do a little black nose. First, I'm going to go in brown here. Look at him. Look at him go. His little nose. Sweet. All right. Now we're going to go in with some silver, I think. And pull out all the interesting details that are like metal. Jeez Louise. I do take commissions if that is something that is of interest to you guys, and I'm happy to paint commissions on stream if that's something that seems interesting. I guess let me know if that's like a cool thing. If you're like, that seems like whatever, who cares, then that's also okay. I don't know. It just kind of like passed through my mind. Obviously, I would base commission choices if I painted them on stream on your own choices and not what people voted on. Unless that's what you wanted. How do you guys feel about religion in your games? I guess that's something that we haven't really talked about, but we've now painted a paladin and a cleric. So like where does religion how relevant does have you played games that it plays a huge role in? Do you play games where it's like not a role really at all? Like tell me, cuz some people have religion on their triggers list and they're like I don't want to play a game that really heavily revolves around, a god or something, which, is also okay. After 80 says, after starting tabletop games again recently after a decade-long hiatus, the games I've been playing haven't really had religion matter at all. Interesting. Yeah, I think like religion, it was just never really an interest to me. Like certainly my characters have had like gods that they associate with and things like that until this past year really I got into it. And I think part of it is that I have DMs I really trust. Um what time Sunday do I stream Destiny? That's a great question because I totally have forgotten. So let's find out together, shall we? Destiny on Sunday. Destiny Sundays, Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. Starting at. Wait, why? Oh no, it is here. I was like, why isn't this on here? Sunday is at 5:30 p.m. Eastern is when that stream starts. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've played in games where, it didn't really matter at all. I really, really enjoy the games I have where it does. But I think I only really got into that once I started realizing, like, I really trust my DM to give me a good experience. And I like going to them and saying, like, this is the relationship that my character has with this being, this omniscient power. And then saying, but like, you can do with it whatever you want, like, fuck up my day, or not, whatever. And I find that DMs really enjoy it. And, when a DM is enjoying themselves, I'm usually enjoying myself. So I find it can be a really useful jumping off point, and give you a reason to like have a strong opinion about things if that's something you struggle with. It's certainly not something I struggle with per se, but I just started to find that it was a really useful tool to create really passionate characters. Because religion is not something that I really, like, just to be frank, I really care all that much about in my own daily life, in that I hope that it doesn't, somebody else's religion doesn't affect my life. But I am respectful of it, and I have a lot of religious people in my family that I really respect. And so, and I respect their faith about them. And so I was like, I want to like experiment with this. I want to know what it feels like. Obviously, it's very different to be like, I'm a doggy who serves a rainbow goddess than to be like, I have a, my practice of faith is like weekly and dedicated. I take classes. Like, I'm definitely not trying to compare the two. It's not my life, but like, for instance, my grandmother, she's 100 years old. She's Protestant, and like her entire life has been based around like the Protestant church and the community that she's found there, and the people that she's helped by building houses with Habitat for Humanity and things like that, Yeah, weird. Apparently the stream won't load for me anymore, so I guess I'll try again later. That's not good. Let me check myself here. Check myself before I wreck myself. Oh, okay. My stream is going, yeah. You might want to like just shut down your browser and then try again, but you might be able to get it back going at that point, Tedicus. I had that problem the other day when I was trying to monitor my own stream, and I was like, this is not good. This is in fact bad. All right, let's get I need to find my black wash, my Nuln oil. Where are you? Sweet. Here it is. Nuln oil is always very useful. All right, let's see here. Kind of want to like try to put some shine in this guy's void face. Um, Ancient Edie says, I was trying to put together a game to DM before the Corona stuff where I intended religion to be important and have an impact on the game world. Personal feelings aside, it fascinates me how religion can be important and affect outcome in a game. Yeah, absolutely. And again, that's kind of how I feel, right? Like personal feelings, like I'm not looking to, replicate a realistic experience, but I am interested in investigating what faith is. Faith in your friends, faith in a higher power, things like that. Like they do interest me as a concept since I don't really experience them in my own life. So yeah, I do like playing characters that have some sort of religious bent to them. More recently, I'm literally playing 2 paladins right now, and I would love to play a cleric, but I probably will steer away from religion with my next character just because it's playing such a big part in my life right now. I actually, even though I was like, man, I play too many bards, and then I started playing a paladin of Melil in my Strahd campaign, and she's Order of the Songbird, and so she does a lot of songwriting. So of course on Sunday, I decided she was going to write a song, and I went to. This is so embarrassing. It's not embarrassing. It's cool. I'm cool. I'm a cool person. It's fine. I started to say like she writes a song, and it's this and that and the other thing, and then I ended up just legitimately writing that song within about 5 minutes. And when we came back from break, I was like, so this is this. I was like, you know what? Give me a second. And then when we came back from like pee break, I was like, okay, here's what she sings. And everyone was like, oh my God. And I was like, yeah, I don't know. I think I have a problem. So I just extemporized basically pretty quickly a song about the raven kind in Barovia and their kind of under the radar tactics to inspire hope in the people of Barovia under Strahd's reign. All right, so what is going to be in these little glass vials? I want to say, like, all right, I have an idea. I have an idea. All right, so right now I'm using what's called technical paint from Citadel. It's in Soulstone Blue. Technical paint basically has like particular effects. This one will make something look super glassy. I'm gonna get out another paintbrush because I don't want to mess these up. Let's see. So you don't really water it down. So this will make it look like the outside of the bottle is shiny like glass. I probably should have put silver underneath that. If this looks bad, what I'll do is I'll paint silver on top of it and do another layer of it. But I thought it would be cool to have kind of a glassy, rainbowy thing. All right, let's see here. I think that looks pretty cool. I'm kind of into it. Oh, there's another one on this side. Haha, I had forgotten. Oh ho. Now I'm kind of. Did I save that song? I hope I saved it somewhere. Ooh. Let's see. Wee woo, wee woo. Let's see. Hmm. All right, I'm going to pause this for a second. Would you like to hear my Strahd song? Would you like it? I hope so. Let's see. Okay, here we go. The hope was lost within this land, till ravens offered helping hand to drive the darkened forces back, with gifts borne on their feathers black. When night falls and the fiend doth reign, they follow close on swiftest wings, on window sills and rafters high, they watch and whisper fate comes nigh. So hear my warning, crows and fiend, you're not as fearsome as you seem. Yes, hear me in this solemn vow, your requiem is written now. Yay! That's it. That's my Strahd song. And I made it on Sunday during our game. It was pretty sweet. And we're back to lo-fi beats. Thoughts? Concerns for my sanity? Questions? All right, let's see here. I think this needs a little... buckles need to be silver. All right, so now what we need to do is do a little bit of highlighting. And do 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 do. Do do do. All right, then I feel like I do feel like these bottles need to be silver, so I'm gonna fix that. So don't worry, we will put the technical paint back over it, but they needed help to stand out from the rest of the kind of situation we got going on here. Ah. All right. Then we go down here. Whew. All right. Wee woo. So now I think I need to do a little bit more whitewashing. That sounds wrong. What I mean is dry brushing with white, so washing the figure in white. Wow, racist. That's gonna hit the internet now. Not intended to be that way, just not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. All right, let's go ahead and I think this is my white wash brush. Okay. Yeah. Then no! God, I keep dropping stuff, y'all. Why? Why? Oh no. Oh, dry brush destruction. Dry brush destruction. Oh no. Actually, it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be, so let's all just calm down. Calm it down. Jesus. All right. Now I need to do a little bit of highlighting on the doggo face. My God, I can't see. You can't calm down? Oh no. You can't calm down? Are you okay? I hope you're okay. Oh. Ancient Edie says, I'm fine. I freaked out about your dropping of the things. Yeah, me too, buddy. I've dropped a bunch of stuff today. I don't know why I have the dropsies so bad. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and detail these because I just have a flight of inspiration, and I'm gonna go for it. Look at him. He's so cute. Oh, I'm dying. So good. Such a good boy. Yes, he is. Oh my goodness. All right. So we got to go back in with some more wash. I'm going to just highlight this real quick. All right, so we'll start with the purple wash. No. Does the boy have a name? No, the boy does not have a name. I mean, there's a name on the packaging, but I usually let the chat name the dog, so go for it. Do you have any ideas? Any ideas? The goodest boy. A Reginald von Barkenstein the Third. I like it. Reginald von Barkenstein the Third. I like it. I'm in. Done and done. I mean, I feel like you know everything. That's enough. You know enough to know that much, and for that I applaud you. Do 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 do. Oh, I need. No, no. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. That was so close. Jesus. It's so cool. This idea is so fucking cool. Pardon my fucking French about how cool this is. Jesus. Look at that. It's just so cool. All right, we gotta wait for the wash to go down, and then I'll be able to go in and do all the stitching on the bag. God, it's so cool. It's so cool. It's so cool. Ah, it's so great. I know I'm like self-celebrating a lot, and I'm sorry, but it's just, you gotta take what you can get these days, huh? At least that's how I'm feeling. Okay. All right, now I need to do some dry brushing on the rest of the doggo. So I think what I'm going to do is take this and a little more of that. I need to get my brush a little more dry before I try to dry brush, huh? A little easier to see when the brush is almost ready to get this going here. Turn this over. Oh boy, we're coming down to it, y'all. Coming down to it. We might not get to basing today. which is okay. That's okay. I can base separately and then show it off when it's done, but I might not be able to finish this one. Oh no. All right, now we're gonna do little dots in the eyeballs, and this is always the most fucking stressful thing in the goddamn world, so stick with me. Wow, okay, that actually worked. And we're not gonna. Now he's got just like little tiny dots in his eyes. And that's just to give him a little life, right? Just a little bit of life. Well, I like can't see what's happening here. There we go. Bring this light over. I feel like I'm doing fucking surgery. Jesus. All right, now we can get back to the soulstone color here, the technical color. There we go. Yeah, that's much better. I was right. I might base this guy with some with snow as opposed to the grass and the other ones. I don't know why. I just think it'll stand out better against the rainbow. tiniest little dots. Yes. They drive me crazy. It really stresses me out. It's like the one time I get kind of super anxious when I'm painting is when I do the eyes. I think that's not uncommon. I think a lot of people feel that way. All right, so now these will look like little potion bottles made of glass, which is cute. Cool. Might need some more technical paint on that later, but for now, we looking good. All right, and then I'm gonna go ahead and paint the little stoppers. Okay, go ahead and get the brown wash. The Agrax Earthshade Citadel is what I'm using for all the washing of the fur. Yeah, those highlights look really nice. Amber is raiding with a party of 3. Welcome! How was your stream, Amber? Icon, icon, icon! It's me! That's awesome. What were you guys playing? Tell me more. Tell me more. Tell me everything. Hey, Yanyo. Yanyo, how are you, buddy? I haven't seen you around since Sunday. Saturday? Saturday. Hope everything's good with you. This is so cool. Amber's back. Amber's back. Right? We have named him. Let me scroll up because I can't remember his full name on my own. Amber's back and she's gonna be in trouble. Hey ya, our Amber's back. The Goodest Boy was named by Ancient Edie, and the name is, get yourself ready, Reginald von Barkenstein III. And I think it's pretty excellent as far as names go. Names are powerful things, you know. It's so good. You are special. You're very special. I do think he needs a little wash on the face, is the problem. As you know, I spend a lot of time trying to get the doggo faces to be like colored correctly. Eh. And it's like very hard to do that. All right, this is what I need. This is not, this is, I do this every time where I freak out. Oh God, I freak out a little bit. And I'm going to try something. This is not how you're supposed to use wash, but it's not like it's against the law. So. There, that's better. Yeah. I did it! All right, not too much. Now it's time to just push that too much gene back. Just push it back and say, no, no, that's quite enough of that. No, no. Okay. Now I just got to highlight a little bit on, I need to put some more silver out. Where is the silver? Actually, we're honestly kind of at the end. So let me put a little bit more wash on here. I think that'll be good. God. I am 100p gonna be late to my D&D game tonight, but that's okay. They can wait. They'll probably be late too, honestly. All right, so we're gonna put this doggo on snow. Where is this? This is Ulthian Gray. I thought I had snow. Do I not have snow? Maybe I'm crazy and I really thought I had this. I thought I had like liquid snow from F and the A. All right, give me a second. I'm going to look over here. I have one last place I can check. One last place. I swear I had it. I'm really upset right now. Let me see. Aha! Ha ha! I have found it! I have found the snow! Alright. Alright, everybody. Well, welcome for real, Yanyo. I have found snow. I am so excited. What do we think? Is his tail white enough at the bottom? I kind of feel like maybe he needs a little zhuzh. Yeah, I think that's a little better. All right, now something that also needs to get fixed is the collar. There we go. All right, I like that. I like that. It's so cute. It's so cute. I see we have a bunch of people here in the chat. I mean, welcome guys. This is Heartsinger Games, and we have lots to do, mostly to do with storytelling games. I paint miniatures on Tuesdays. That's what you're watching right now. On Thursdays, we play Starfinder in our actual play game Starfound. Very creative name, I know. On Saturday, we play Twitch Sings. I'm a born musical theater addict, so I sing a lot of storytelling songs. And then on Sundays, we play Destiny, which is my new favorite RPG MMO, and it is a lot of fun. I'm really digging it. So you can come by for any of that, but in order to get notifications, go ahead and just click that follow up there. It's not hard. Just follow. Just follow. It's like so easy. So easy. And reviews are in. Analog Amber says, "Come for Anne, stay for chat." And Anne is fucking amazing. So I accept all of that, and thank you so much. I accept all of your praise. It is accepted. All right, now I'm gonna go in here with this snow. Now this stuff is kind of weird. This is much like the blue technical paint I showed you. This is also a technical paint, and you can see kind of the consistency is like just gloop. Have you met Anne? Come for Anne, stay for Anne. Both very nice things to say. So you just kind of apply the gloop. I don't really know how else to say it. It piles up like real snow. It will dry totally different, but just kind of push it around. And you can layer it on top of itself. So if you want like giant snow drifts, you can absolutely do that with this. It's a Citadel paint, and it's called Valhalla Blizzard. Now I took this out of the thing because I get this stuff all over. Fun fact, Valhalla Blizzard I also use to create sand, because all you do is throw a brown wash over it and boom, you're on a beach. Which technically we could put this doggo on sand, but I kind of like snow, because I always picture St. Bernard's running through the mountain snow to go save people. Have you met Anne? So glad you guys have come for kind of the finale of this piece here. I think it'll be done within the next 10 minutes. That is my goal. So that is the end of my stream time. What might need to happen is if for some reason I'm not done by then, I will quick finish this, because it's looking like it's going to take a little bit to get the snow built up. I will finish it and then post it, but it won't take much longer. Oh no! Tedicus Rex says, I had switched to Amber's stream because mine wouldn't load and his phone died. And now he's back. Well, welcome back, Tedicus Rex. Hopefully you'll see some exciting developments here in our miniature journey. God, this is so... It's almost like... What is the best way to describe this consistency? It's like cottage cheese with tiny curds, right? And it doesn't dry like that. It just dries looking like snow, but... But I don't want it to look like New York snow, which is why I think it might take a little bit more time than 10 minutes to get it actually to how I want it. Now, one thing I haven't tried, but I've seen other people do with this, is they'll put like grass underneath and then paint the snow on top to make it, you know, look like that transitional period. And it does look really cool. Yeah, Amber did a short little stream. I was shocked to see her back so soon. I knew she couldn't stay away, that's the truth, but you know, I wasn't gonna blow up her spot like that. Just Amber says, I forgot how short that game could be. I hope people watch the VOD and play along. Yeah, I hear that. I think that's really cool, though, that you're doing games that people can play along with. I think that's really awesome. It's a really cool idea. Brilliant, some might say. Some might say. I'm one of them. I said it. So for those who weren't here, Amber had the idea to paint this dog as an artifact of as a cleric of Shaylin, who is the Pathfinder goddess of love, beauty, and music. And so and her symbol is a bird with a rainbow tail. So that's what gave us like the rainbow aesthetic. Gave me a chance to practice my wet blending, which is awesome. Are we going to make it, friends? I think we actually might make it. We're at 6:25. Oh boy. Will we make the time limit of the stream? I don't know. Try not to think about it too much because I don't want to fuck this up because I really like it. This might be one of the coolest minis I have ever done. It's certainly really unique. Again, can't do that without you guys. You guys are the ones who give me the ideas, and then I have to execute them, right? But sometimes inspiration is half the battle, you know? Right? I've definitely wiped... Oh my God. Careful. Of course I did that. Of course I did. Why not? Why not ruin what you made? A little bit of ruining what you made never hurt anybody. And then I'm just going to take a little bit. All right. Are we going long? uh, Sunday Destiny stream, my friend, is starts at 5:30, I believe. So that's when that will start. So basically what I do on that stream is I go into the Geeks for Good Discord, which some of you have already made your way there, but in case you haven't, it's awesome. So I'll throw up the link here. Geeks for Good was a group that I was a part of building with Miles, who's our DM for Starfound, and he has continued with tons and tons of streaming, video game streams primarily, but he is also a professional DM, and so he has a stream on Wednesday nights, actually. That's awesome. It's a world building stream where he works on one of the many I guess, like DMing projects that he has in his professional roster. So you get to kind of see how he builds stuff and give him ideas. It's like very cool. One of my favorite things that he does. But we decided that this channel was going to be a part of building the Geeks for Good community. So definitely go join that Discord. I'm in there all the time. The entire cast of Starfound is in there as well. And we have like channels where we'll talk to you guys in character or out of character, like answer character specific questions that we can't really answer in front of the whole group, and stuff like that. So it's very cool in that way. And I also go in there on Sundays for Destiny, and I'll just hang out. So anybody who wants to come and like hang out and actually talk with your real voice in voice chat is welcome to come hang out or play with us if you also play Destiny. And we just hang out and play all Sunday evening long, starting at 5:30 p.m. Eastern. All right, I feel like that is him. I'm gonna be very careful as I show him off. Let me go to the, let me go in. Oh, dude, I swear all the time. I literally call enemies fuckos during that stream. Here. So here we have Frederick von Barkenstein, Cleric of Shaylin. Look at this goodest boy. So good. Yo. But yeah, you guys should totally come. It's really fun. We get everyone playing. Obviously, I can only have so many people in my team, but hopefully we'll be able to get a bunch of people playing and hanging out. And like this past thing, we had a huge group come in and host us, and we were streaming for like 200 plus people. It was kind of crazy. I have never been in that situation before, so I was a little scared because I'm not good at this game. I just really, really like it. So it's Destiny 2. Yeah, Destiny 2, man. Come check it out. So guys, I think that's really us for today. I really had the best time. Thank you to everyone who contributed ideas for this mini and ideas for, you know, every single week. You can find me on Twitter at Richmond. You see it right there on the bottom. Wait, no, it's that way on the bottom of the thing. So if you are interested in coming and checking that out, please do. Please consider donating via the link that just went up in Streamlabs. Obviously, this is a tough time for everybody. So if people are unable to donate right now, I totally get it. But if you can, this money right here is helping me get a better mic. And then once we're done with that, we will move on to getting better cameras for everybody in Starfound so that they are able to be seen and heard and all of that. And every single time we meet a funding goal, we'll do a dice giveaway. That's new because I am a Level Up Dice technomancer. I'm so in Starfinder right now. A diceomancer, which means I am a huge fan of Level Up Dice, and they help out the stream if we drive enough traffic to them. So if you are interested in having a look at what they have, I think if I do Dice Link, let's see, I think that's it. definitely check them out. And just even viewing through this link gets us, we like have a whole level up program that we go through with them as Diceomancers for Level Up Dice. And we have actually reached level 1. We were level 0 and now we're level 1, which got us an additional giveaway item that we will be giving away when we hit these different fundraising goals. So please consider, definitely come play for a bit. Yeah, I think Easter is this weekend, so totally understand if people can't come hang out. My schedule is permanent now until something horrible happens. This is what we're going to be doing. At some point in the future, we may play a different game than Destiny on Sunday nights, just because games don't always last forever in our hearts. But I'll find a different video game that we can, play together, hang out, or whatever when that happens. But for now, it's Destiny forever. Destiny forever. It is your destiny. But thank you again. Thank you again for coming out and hanging out, painting miniatures. Again, I have people vote on which miniatures to paint every single week on my Twitter, so make sure you're following that. We will see you next time on Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern to start another thrilling Starfound adventure. We had a situation where I almost died last week, so let's not have a repeat of that, I guess. And until then, take care of yourself. The reason I like painting in the first place is because it calms me, gives me something creative to do, and it really helps me feel like I accomplished something. And in this crazy situation that we're in right now, that we're gonna be in, I guess, for the foreseeable future, right? Like, it's just really important that you take some time for you and do something that you can complete from beginning to end. I think that's what I'm finding, and that's one of the reasons this particular stream has been like not only just a joy but just really helpful to my mental health. So if you are nervous to pick up painting for the first time, don't be nervous, just do it. Grab, order some stuff. It might take a little bit to get there at this point, but order some stuff and just start painting. That's what I always say. And don't be nervous. Like, you can always paint over what you did or strip the paint off or whatever it is, but just don't wait because you're nervous about it. So many people I talk to are, and I hope that you'll all get painting. I can't wait to hear and see what you guys paint. If you are painting, go ahead in that Discord for Geeks for Good and show us, show me, share with the community. And with that, I am going to take my leave of you today, and I will see you again on Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern for Starfound. Stay safe, everybody.